Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ball Chat Live on YouTube and Facebook. I'm Benton. Junior, how you doing, boss?
Well, I'm here.
And family, come on, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. Well, we need some excitement in the place. Football lovers, it's all about the English Premier League. This is like Christmas Eve for football fans of the English Premier League. Today was transfer news deadline in England at least. So we're going to discuss the English Premier League, set up the season, predict our top four, and also talk about VAR coming to the EPL. You guys ready? You excited?
I'm very, very excited. But you know I'm going to do something because we're trying to get the video up and running, right?
Yes, sir.
But because of the cam link is beating us, so we're going to do something different.
Yes,
we're going
sir.
to switch to the webcam.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Let's switch to the webcam. Let's switch to the webcam.
Let's switch to the webcam. Come on, you ready?
Yes,
Because
ready.
the people that are about to see your face with the Chelsea jersey on. You know. Let's go. Yo.
So, football lovers, you can send us your question on Facebook and YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
We can send out the questions live on Facebook and YouTube. Regina, a green screen we're working on.
We're working on green screen tonight.
Working on a green screen tonight. Working on green screen tonight. But regardless of what may transpire with the technical difficulties, we want to apologize for the technical difficulties. And we're going to go ahead and discuss football because regardless of where we are, we love football and we're discussing the sport. So, Junior,
Yeah.
you ready? Come on, you ready?
Ready.
Ready. All right. So, VAR, let's talk about VAR coming to the EPL this year. And come on, as a referee and have a significant background in refereeing and VAR, can you give us an overview of the major things that VAR is going to be involved in the EPL this season?
Well, a couple of things with VAR. They're going to be looking at offside. They're going to be using it in regards to, all the goals that are scored. That's my understanding. So they're going to review the goals to make sure that there was no infraction that occurred before the goal was scored. And they're just going to use it like for mistaken identity, any card that should be issued, and just trying to manage the game better with additional, I guess I call it additional set of eyes.
Yeah, so VAR is going to be involved in reviewing goals. Pretty much all goals are going to be subject to review. Offside goals, penalties, critical plays in the box. You're okay with VAR joining the EPL this year, Junior?
You know I'm 100% okay with VAR.
You are 100%
I have been advocating for VAR for a very long time, so of course.
You're 100% okay with VAR. And then coaches also will be able to get cards this season in the EPL. They can give in a yellow card and subsequently a red card. Is that correct, Kamon?
That's correct. And also your managerial staff. So, for example, there's a tussle on the sidelines, and the fourth official or the referee, they're not sure who, was causing the disturbance. The coach can be the one who gets a card for anybody on the managerial staff as well.
All right, so football lovers, those are the major things. So tomorrow EPL begins. VAR is going to be in full effect. Junior, you ready?
Yes, sir.
You ready? Now you see, we got all the rules and the formalities out of the way. Now to the game on the field. Today was transfer deadline in the EPL. Let's start with our EPL preview and link it with our transfer deadline news and transfer deadline big happenings. Winners from today's transfer news in the EPL. Who were the big winners for you in the EPL transfer deadline or EPL transfer this season?
Manchester City.
Manchester City.
Because nobody did anything to legitimately to compete with them in the English Premier League.
Okay.
And Manchester City.
Manchester City is your winner. And Manchester City signed João Cancelo from Juventus for a whopping, close to £60 million. They also signed Rodri from Atletico Madrid. Come on, do you think that Manchester City, do you share Junior's view as Manchester City being the winner in the transfer market this season?
No, I think Arsenal. I think Arsenal actually, and this is my thing. I was teasing everybody today because remember in the beginning, Arsenal only had £40 million, right, to spend. And they went out there and they got this player on hire purchase for 80. Then they went and they got my David Luiz. I mean, like, so what did they do? Did they borrow some money to pay for him, or what happened? But they're shoring up their line, the back line, the forward line is good, and they also got rid of some dead weight. You know, I like Danny Welbeck, but unfortunately he wasn't able to show his true potential at Arsenal, and Arsenal kind of got rid of the dead weight. So I think Arsenal did good enough to still maintain their fourth place in the Premier League.
All right. So Junior's winner is Manchester City. Cameroon's winner in the transfer market this transfer window is Arsenal. I don't have a winner, so we'll see.
No. Who is your winner in the transfer market?
My winner is probably Everton. It's probably Everton. And I am excited about the transfers that Everton did. They signed Moises Kean, a hot young prospect coming out of Juventus. They also picked up, they secured Andres Gomez, who was on loan from Barcelona. They also picked up, who else they picked up? They picked up at the deadline, Alex Iwobi from Arsenal. So those are big transfer moves.
Yeah.
And combine
And
that
they also got Fabian Delph.
Fabian Delph from Manchester City.
Yeah.
So you combine that with the Richarlison still being at Everton. I expect great things from Everton this year. So I'm very excited about Everton. 100% excited about Everton. But let's kick it off with the champions. EPL preview. This is what we're about, discussing EPL. Manchester City, they signed Rodri. They brought in, like you said, Cancelo. And they brought in, Zach Steffen is going to be out on loan. Rodri will play, and Cancelo is a big prospect. What do you expect from Man City this year? Do you expect them to win? And what sort of struggles do you expect them to go through with this depth of squad that they've built?
I think they are a Rodri fatigue or a Rodri injury away from being in somewhat of a crisis.
Really?
They still haven't fixed their midfield. Now, defensively, they should be a sieve, but they're going to hold the ball 90% of the game anyway.
Yeah.
But I just don't trust their midfield. Rodri, I just don't trust the midfield. Fernandinho is a year older. He's a baller, yes, but he's a year older. I don't know what I'm going to get from him.
Come on, do you share those views? I mean, and quickly, Facebook family and YouTube family, send us your opinion, send us your views. Who do you think are the winners and losers of this transfer window? Do you share Junior's opinion on Manchester City? They're an injury away from having a bad year.
A bad year.
An injury.
Sorry, not a bad year, because I don't really think there's any competition for them in English.
Yeah.
League. But for what the standards are, where their expectations are, they are a midfield injury away from being in quote-unquote crisis.
And Leroy Sané is out for, we don't know how long Leroy Sané will be out for. He picked up an ACL injury. But, I mean, they still have Riyad Mahrez. Your thoughts on Manchester City? Come on. They are the standard bearer of last year and the last few seasons in the EPL, and what they've done in the transfer window. What do you expect from them in the EPL now that the window is closed?
I agree with Junior. I think they got players in, but I don't think they got good enough players that we can say, okay, then we have like a second line of defense for them. So I think Man City is just a couple injuries away to actually struggle in the Premier League. Junior saying that they don't see competition. I see competition, and that's the thing. He talked about parity when it comes to the Premier League, and with the pickups that Arsenal and Everton and the new teams have, even Tottenham, with the pickups that they have, gotten over the transfer window, I can actually see competition if Manchester City have injuries.
Yeah. So, and by the way, I want to point out for all those who are listening to us on Facebook or YouTube, we're having some technical difficulties. You're seeing us with the green screen. The audio quality is not sometimes great in some areas. We're having some internet oscillating or fluctuating issues here at our current location. So we're trying. We do apologize for all those technical issues. Engineer.
Big up Crime Minister. Said Arsenal get Pepe or lay away from courts.
All right. So now let's segue to Arsenal. All right, Arsenal.
Perfect segue.
Perfect segue to Arsenal. Arsenal, I thought, was very busy. Come on, you alluded to Arsenal earlier on in your conversation about where did they find money? Where did Arsenal... Can you elaborate more? Were you surprised by Arsenal's move in the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, if a team comes out and says to you, well, listen, I only have 30 million euro, 30 million pounds to spend. When they go there and get a player for 72 million, you're like, okay, there's a difference of 32 million right there. Where you get, even when you say, okay, then we're going to pay it in installments, you still have to have a deposit. And you go there and you get David Luiz, you get two more little players, you let some players go for free. So I'm like, where you get money from? But we all know that Arsenal is a mean and stingy club. We know that from Arsene Wenger days when he could have got Suarez and he only put what was it, one extra pound on the asking price. So we do know that Arsenal is a stingy team. So for them to go there and really spend big in this market, I for one was actually surprised.
So, football lovers, Arsenal picked up Nicolas Pepe from Lille for £72 million. They also picked up William Saliba from Saint Etienne for £27 million. Kieran Tierney at the end of the today's deadline day transfer for £25 million from Celtic. And the big shock, David Bug Garbage Luiz from Chelsea.
See how you really feel.
For £8 million. What kind of foolishness is that? Do you agree with that transfer of Arsenal? Arsenal's backline is Mustafi, Socrates, and David Luiz.
So why you buy David Luiz for them?
But wait, I mean,
play 3-5-2.
I have no idea. But Coach Unai Emery said that David Luiz add to their defensive strength. Now, Arsenal shipped a bag of goals last year. Do we expect David Luiz to improve this defense? Junior.
He's improving in defense that could have been this year. I mean, they lost Coachella, right?
Yeah, they lost
captain.
They lost Laurent Koscielny, but David Luiz is not in Laurent Koscielny's class.
But hold on, though. All right, let me take a deep breath.
Hold
on. Arsenal.
Yes.
Arsenal.
Yes.
Their major signing this year is who? Pepe, right?
Yes, Nicolas Pepe.
Where does Pepe play?
Lille in the French league.
No, but what position?
He played a right wing.
Right wing.
Yes. Right attacking forward. Yeah.
Who did Arsenal have playing right attacking forward?
As a Mkhitaryan.
Mkhitaryan or
Ozil.
No.
Aubameyang.
Or my small little French one. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Lacazette.
Yeah.
How is Lacazette any different, or how is Pepe any different than Lacazette? What is it that you are buying that offers a different dynamic to your team?
I think with Pepe, and Arsenal fans, you can correct me if I'm wrong, now you can actually have genuine speed up top with Aubameyang, Pepe, and Lacazette. Lacazette going down the middle. Your thoughts on that? Come on.
You know what, with David Luiz, I mean, I guess he brings experience to an Arsenal backline, and David Luiz, sometimes he can be erratic, but sometimes he also brings another dynamic to the defensive line. How many times have David Luiz saved Chelsea? So maybe that's what Arsenal want. Arsenal need a savior.
Come on. Why would anybody take up anyone's crosses? I mean, or anyone's baggage? Why, based on the years of performance, why would anyone in their right mind? And Curtis Hyatt on YouTube said, I think Wolves and Everton did some good big business. Big up yourself, Curtis. And we'll get to Wolves and Everton in a minute. But to wrap up on Arsenal, how will Arsenal make Champions League this year? Junior.
Yes. Junior.
Come on said yes. I say yes to. Arsenal will make Champions League.
Arsenal will make Champions League. All right.
Yeah.
Now, to the promoted teams, before we get to Norwich City, Aston Villa, and what's the other one?
Sheffield.
Sheffield Bug United. I-
But Sheffield got the Jamaican wannabe Ravel Morrison. It wasn't the Manchester United standout player. So he has something to prove, and I think he will do well because he has matured.
All right, so let's talk about Sheffield United, and welcome to the Premier League. Sheffield United had a wonderful year in the championship last year. But will Sheffield United survive this year in the EPL? I mean, Sheffield United spent, let me get to their transfer.
But answer your question, because I don't really think it matters who they bought or whatever. I don't think for a newly promoted team.
Yes. They got Phil Jagielka from Everton for free, Ravel Morrison, Anatats for free, Dean Henderson from Manchester United on loan.
Hold on. Like I was saying, it's not it for these newly promoted teams. We always say a team like Hull City. Remember when Hull City had their magical run to start their campaign as a newly promoted team? You always have teams that have some form of luck to just, we had a good start and we ride this high energy and we get 12 points by Christmas or 15 points by Christmas and we're good. Which one of these teams are going to do it? I don't know.
Yes.
But with the uncertainty surrounding the big six and the big seven now, anything can happen. So I can't really forecast. All I know is that, like someone used my word earlier, is a parity word, is going to come back into play. One of these teams going to bust one of them the top six teams, bottom one of these games. And we're going to come back
As long as I'm not Chelsea.
Huh?
As long as I'm not Chelsea, tell them boss, I'm good.
Well, just like for them one bust this Sunday.
And Aston Villa, welcome back to the EPL. Aston Villa did what Fulham did last year, spending over £100 million in the transfer market. They picked up Tyrone Mings from Bournemouth for £20 million, just to name a few. Douglas Luiz from Manchester City, £15 million. Come on, Aston Villa. Do you expect Aston Villa to do it to survive?
They're going to meet the same fate as Aston Villa. Spend all that money and can't hang with the big dogs. I just don't see it. I don't see them hanging. Norwich City going back down. I think this year Southampton missed it by the skin of them teeth last season. I think it's their time now to go down because they really didn't do any business in the transfer window. So I see them going down, and even Wolves. I think Wolves going down too.
Well, we'll get to our top four and bottom three in a minute here. But you share the sentiments on Aston Villa. It's going to be a rough go. Norwich City, also a newly promoted side. It's going to be a rough go for them. Tough ask for them.
Yeah.
And people on our platforms on YouTube and Facebook, your thoughts on these?
Big up Heraldo. Heraldo said that Chelsea are top six or what is. I mean, now Heraldo is an Arsenal fan that asks in the group that come on is the owner of Facebook.
Yes.
He asked earlier if Arsenal is a legit championship team or championship quality team, Premier League champions team. So I mean, come on. I guess from now on we can take Heraldo's opinion as a grain of salt, right?
All I'm saying is this: Ronaldo start drink from early. That's all I'm saying. He drinks early in the morning.
Well, Curtis is saying speed with Pepe, and that's true. But how is that any different than Aubameyang?
But this is all down to coaching now. They've made their moves, and now the coaches. This is where we really have to evaluate the Unai Emery of the world and the Marco Silva and such the like of the world. So now let's segue to Chelsea, because I know it's been dying to get. Come on, take it over. You guys have a new coach. Take it over. It's your team.
My team. Listen, I don't understand what happened. Was it that David Luiz was saying that he could not work with Frank Lampard, because that was the thought in camp. He was saying that he refused to work with Lampard. So I guess he didn't want to take any advice or anything from him. I don't see where Chelsea is going to win the Premier League this year. Even with Captain America, I just don't see it. going to struggle mightily this year. We don't have a out-and-out striker. We give it Hazard. I mean, like, what is it going? What we're going to do? Danny Drinkwater gone. We're going to miss Danny Drinkwater. So Chelsea is going to be in a tight spot this year.
So, football lovers, the only transfer, of course, Chelsea was on or is on a suspension for the transfer window. They secure Mateo Kovacic because they had him on loan from Real Madrid. Players can leave Chelsea. And I want to make this abundantly clear for football fans out there, even though the window closed today for EPL in terms of EPL teams signing players, players can actually leave their team or leave an EPL team until the end of this month. So there might be players that will go on or leave some of these teams. I know Timo Bakayoko at Chelsea. Will Timo Bakayoko be at Chelsea this year? Do we expect him to play? Come on, or they're looking for a transfer for him, a place for him to go?
I think they're looking for a transfer for him. I don't see him playing. I don't see him fitting into Frank Lampard mode. I don't see that happening. And then I was hoping that the American Matt Migiaga, what's his name? I thought he was going to play. Absolutely not. Them send him out on loan. So Chelsea will struggle this year. I mean, they are going to struggle. Even if we use the youth players, I still see Chelsea struggling.
Yeah, but all right, so come on, before we even segue from Chelsea, this is a huge year for Christian Pulisic. I mean, highly regarded, coming in from Dortmund. What is it, 60 million pounds that they signed him? I mean, that's a transfer record in for a lot of teams. Julia, a lot of Christian Pulisic fans out there is watching us on Ball Chat live right now. What do you have to say to them regarding Christian Pulisic and Chelsea this year?
Look at Jonah's face. Jonah's face is it all.
Guys, American fans, if you are old over 25 years old, 25, if you're 25 and older, Pulisic is a glorified Landon Donovan until I am proven wrong. All right? Glorified Landon Donovan. Yo, you guys talking about Chelsea. Chelsea just sell probably their best defender on their roster right now. Sorry, no disrespect to the German. Their second best defender on their roster. And they brought back Kurt Zouma, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Kurt Zouma is back. He had a good year at Everton last year.
Excuse me. They brought back Kurt Zouma.
Okay.
All right? They just sold a world-class left winger to Real Madrid, correct?
Oh, yes.
And brought in Cameroon's Captain America, right?
Yes, Christian Pulisic.
All right. You just fired a championship winning coach, regardless of what you want to say.
Mauricio Sarri.
Mauricio Sarri just brought a European championship to Chelsea, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And you brought in an unproven coach, correct?
But he's a legend at Chelsea.
You brought in an unproven coach, correct?
Frank Lampard, he's a legend at Chelsea, yes.
Frank Lampard is a legend at Chelsea, right?
Yes.
Well, we have seen all the legends that have failed.
Yes,
coaching.
yes,
so
yes.
he might be the next one.
Yes.
And you want to tell me that you're going to put all this pressure on Pulisic, asking me to tell Americans what to look forward to for Pulisic? Where is Jorginho going to play? Is Kante going to play in the middle? He's going to play in the middle. So where's Jorginho going to play? Is Pulisic going to run back and make up for Jorginho's defensive incapabilities? Who is going to be the striker for Chelsea?
Batshuayi.
Man, stop it, yeah, man.
Come on, do you agree that Batshuayi will be the striker? He should be able to lead the line. And with Steven, Giroud substituting him.
Very inconsistent. Very inconsistent baller. He's very good, but he's very inconsistent. And I love Giroud, but Giroud is not a 90-minute player. We know that. So Chelsea will struggle up top. We might have to call back for Diego Costa.
Well, Diego Costa, you can't sign anyone. And by the way, football fans, Chelsea is actually appealing their ban to the Court of Arbitration. So maybe they'll be able to sign players in January, pending that ruling. But Chelsea, go on, hold your suspension easy. Speaking of teams that have been struggling, to the former Empire, what is now Potty Shop, Manchester United. There's been a lot of transaction and busy talk about potential move. Manchester United supposedly was interested in Christian Eriksen, but they didn't sew him up or secure his services. Junior, take it away. You're the Manchester United fan. Big up to Gordon and all the Manchester United family watching us, and Ronaldo Riquelme watching us on YouTube and Facebook.
Mikey, big up, Mikey. Let me tell you something. As a Manchester United fan and Manchester United representative, guys out there, if you're a Manchester United fan, I want you guys to please take this season into perspective. Top 6, I am expecting Manchester United to finish 6th, and I'll be happy. If Manchester United finish above 6th place, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if Manchester United finish above 4th, Solskjaer should be coach of the year. Let me tell you why. The side is now being gutted. We are going through a youth movement. My expectation on my side is to come out and play hard. I don't expect nothing more from them. I am happy Lukaku is gone. He put on a lot of weight and went and came to Solskjaer and said, I put on muscle for the World Cup. That was what we were working with for the last couple of years that I just was made privy to. So I am happy that we are rebuilding. You guys out there, Heraldo, the whole crew, enjoy the licks and go and give Manchester United. We will be better next year. That is my expectation. I expect them to finish 6th, 5th at best. Anything above that, I think Solskjaer should get coach of the year.
Come on, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Jonas is mad talk. Arsenal and Manchester United fans are living in La La Land. You say 6? You're okay with 6?
I'm okay with 6.
The mighty has fallen, Benton.
The mighty has fallen.
Not even just who can't sign nobody. I am hoping 6th place. You're crazy.
And to fill in football lovers on the people that Manchester United has brought in, they've brought in Wan-Bissaka, a very good young player from Crystal Palace. Security service for £50 million. Daniel James from Swansea for £15 million. Big bad Harry Maguire from Leicester City with add-ins and add-ons for £85 million.
Last week it was 80
million
Boy,
pounds.
what a way these guys like to do.
80 million
It could have been 100 million. It's a great signing. Manchester United, in all fairness, our defense will be a lot better. We're a lot more balanced. But just like City, I think if Pogba is not motivated to play for Manchester United, I'm going to say it right here, we are going to be battling relegation. The whole season hinges on Paul Pogba and his ability to play. If Paul Pogba is not motivated to play any football, forget about it. We're not winning 10 games.
So, come on. Let's see if we can have a little bit of sense here regarding this Manchester United. They have about, 7 defenders, right? Still in their squad. And the attacking line is going to be led by Martial. Is Alexis Sanchez going to be playing this year, Junior?
Yeah, he has to play.
He has to play. So it's going to be Martial, Sanchez, and Rashford is going to lead the line for them?
No, Sanchez is not starting.
Okay, so who's going to lead the line?
For me, I would start Greenwood.
Oh, Mason Greenwood.
I would start Greenwood. And I would start Rashford on the wing, and I would start Martial on the wing. Okay. And then straight down the middle, Mata. The way how Mata seems to be motivated to playing down the middle. So
Manchester United is still in need of a rock-solid midfielder to hold that base. They still have Matic going to be sitting at the base of that midfield?
No, it will be McTominay and Pogba.
McTominay. So Pogba wants to go further up the field?
No. McTominay and Pogba will be playing in the middle of the field.
Come on, can you put some sense in this Manchester United fan? All right.
Hey, on a serious note though, you're correct when it comes to Pogba. If Pogba is not motivated, then the middle of the park will be crazy. Let us see if Manchester United coach have balls to bench Pogba if Pogba decide that he doesn't want to play and go through a tantrum. So you're going to tell me that the be a glorified bench warmer, a orange peeler, a glucose handout giver? Is that what you're saying, Junior? You're not going to use the Chilean. You're not going to use the creative flair of Alexis Sanchez. You're going to hand the keys over to a young player. You're not. I just don't understand.
Well,
so
you
you
know
are
what?
going to eat the money. You're going to eat that 500,000 a week.
But come on, you talk about the 500,000 a week, and that's fine. We're paying 500,000 for an orange peeler. You know, some teams paid a lot of money for a drink of water. You know what I'm saying? That didn't play on the field. So it is what it is. It's a sunk cost. It's bad business. I agree. That's fine. We have to take many steps back to really take good steps forward. No more band-aids. I'm happy. I loved what Solskjaer did. Solskjaer looked at Lukaku and said, "You are not in my plans. Come off from my side." Didn't beg him to stay. That is changing the mindset of the team. It's changing the core of the team. From Moyes to LVG to Jose to Solskjaer. If all four coaches are saying the same thing about this set of players, why are we still blaming the coaches?
All right, let's segue and Lukaku. Good luck to you at Inter Milan, buddy. Maybe you will be at a place where you will be more appreciated.
He can use the muscle.
That he can use his muscle. Let's segue from a potty shop, a losing team, to a winning team. Liverpool. Liverpool is champions of Europe. Liverpool was pretty much inactive. Very mildly active in the transfer window. Come on, your thoughts on Liverpool's in action, and do you think that this Liverpool team is good enough to actually win the EPL? At least be competitive until January, when there's a potential to make moves then.
I was stunned that they did not improve on what they already had. I'm not sure that Klopp... All right, so Klopp, we all talk about Klopp being a player's coach, and he rewards the players who play for him. But I still think that he does not have a deep enough squad to play all the games that he needs to play. He didn't buy anybody that can actually improve on his team. He didn't bring in anybody. So we all see that, what's his name, Sane is injured. Mohamed Salah is not the Mohamed Salah of old, so he needs some improvement in that regard. Shaqiri, I'm not sure Shaqiri is up to scratch. So he did not improve on it, and I think that's going to be to his detriment. I think they're going to really, really struggle this season.
Junior?
That statement that you made, come on, saying that Mohamed Salah is not the Mohamed Salah of old. What if he really is the Mohamed Salah of old? And that one season was just a one season that wasn't the Salah.
Yeah, it was just
that was a question that we asked.
Yeah, it was an outlier.
That was a motivated baller that wanted to prove to Chelsea that, you made a mistake.
Yes.
That could be the issue with them. But like all the other teams in the Premier League, Liverpool is the worst one right now that is at risk. They are an injury away from that front three, from being an ordinary team. Ordinary. When I talk to Liverpool fans, I talk about Keita and say, Keita will get a chance now to prove his worth. What if Keita last year is the Keita that is?
Yeah.
Where's the proof? I'm sorry, but Mr. Henderson, you talk about orange peeler. He need to peel orange.
I'm actually okay with Liverpool's decision and willing to stay the course with their squad. He's rewarded the players that took him to the Champions League final and won the title last year. He's rewarded the players that took him to a single point and to the juggernaut, the heavily spent Manchester City. Wait. So to that end, you have a chance in January to potentially go get reinforcement. Ox is back from an injury. A full healthy Ox is like getting an extra signing. You give Keita and Fabinho another year to actually get under the belt. Origi, you couldn't get rid of Origi. The guy had some goal-saving, match-saving goals last year. So I agree. The only area that I probably think that Liverpool should have gone out and gotten a reinforcement is within Klein went down injured, and they need reinforcement in that position, you know, just in case if Trent Arnold's have an issue.
Right.
But other than that, I think Liverpool is fine. You don't need to adjust or modify a team that did so well last year.
I beg to differ real quick.
Yes.
I will say that there's a coach that used to coach Leicester City.
Yes, Claudio Ranieri.
That stayed pat after and gave his team the reward and say, you guys gave me the championship last year. We're not going to change anything. And he didn't last half the season.
And Liverpool fans, I will apologize for Ball Chat family here for equating the great Jurgen Klopp to Claudio Ranieri.
Hey, guess what? They're both champions.
They're both champions. Just heading home, want to touch Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham, come on. Tottenham made move for Giovanni Chelsea. They also signed, and this was a shocker, they signed Giovanni Chelsea and they picked up another player, which I thought was a good move. What was the other big transfer?
Sessegnon?
Yes, Ryan Sessegnon from Fulham. Your thoughts on Tottenham's business today and in the transfer window overall?
I mean, they did what was expected. They got the players that they needed. So I see Tottenham doing the same thing that they did last season. You know, as we keep on saying, I'm not overly, a fan of Spurs. I still think they're not that good of a team. But they surprised me last season by going to the finals of the Champions League with when they don't have name brand players, basically. Mm-hmm. You know, Harry Kane is an English baller where everybody loves, which I think is overrated, but he scores goals. But I think Sessegnon is a good pickup for Tottenham. He has pace and he has off-the-ball movements. I think Tottenham, got two good players today to add to their group.
And also in the transfer window, they pick up Tanguy Ndombele from Lyon for 53.8 million pounds. And he had a pretty good preseason for them. So I'm expecting good things from Tottenham. You're not, Junior?
No.
No?
You have a player that does not want to be there. And
who is that?
He's your best.
Christian Eriksen.
Best baller. Does not want to be there. This is the last year of this contract. Coming off the heels of what happened to Leroy Sané. If anybody out here don't think that is in the back of Eriksen's mind, that you are one bad step away from tearing your ACL in your last year of your contract, you are out of your mind. He's not going to go into tackles. We look at what happened with Danny Rose with Tottenham and how Danny Rose was thrown to the wayside, right, as a wing back. I look at Sessegnon and I'm thinking to myself, because Sessegnon is coming to play right back to replace Trippier. Let's not forget that Trippier was a glue guy. So they have lost a glue guy. Eriksen doesn't want to play for Tottenham, and he's not, Real Madrid can still buy him.
Yes, he can still move on.
He can still move on. But let's say he doesn't move on. That's going to be a disgruntled baller in the middle of midfield that you depend on to supply Captain England with all the goals. Okay. Tottenham going to make a step back. I just don't think Chelsea or Arsenal can legitimately give them a run for third place. Yeah. So I think they're going to stay pat. They're going to finish third. The best thing that can happen for Tottenham, get kicked out of Champions League from the first
so round. They can focus on
the Premier League.
Yeah. Is it pivotal that Tottenham win a trophy this year? This is what, year 4 or 5 of Mauricio Pochettino tenure? Even a so-called corner league, I mean League Cup, FA Cup, they need something this year, right? Come on.
Absolutely. I mean, this is no Arsenal. Tottenham don't want to be Arsenal. You just don't want to play for playing sake. You need a trophy. They have to win. You can't have Harry Kane, the number 1 English player in the Premier League, who's going to be, I guess, England's captain, and your club don't win a trophy, not even a chimney.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah. They have to win something.
They have to win something. A big year for your big coach, Mauricio Pochettino. Who knows?
I think next year is the year that he needs to win a trophy.
And next not this year. And next year, Mauricio Pochettino might be coaching Manchester United at the beginning of the season.
No. He'll be coaching Barcelona.
Yo, it's just easy, man. We're wrapping up. We're pushing close to it. Football fans, we're going to get to a prediction on top 4 and relegation, the bottom 3. put your name on it. But before we get to that, Wolves. Wolves are in the Europa League. They had a huge year last year in the EPL. Is this too much for Wolves this year? Do you expect them to continue to grow along with Leicester City? Can they break into that top 6 and finish fifth or 6th?
Leicester City went to Europe and failed at the next year. Everton went to Europe and failed the next year. These mid-tier teams cannot play in Europe and play in the Premier League and still be competitive. So no, Wolverhampton, come on, you're coming way back to the pack. Get ready for the 12s or the 13s or the 10s.
Yes. And so come on, your thoughts on Wolves and Leicester City.
I agree. Just play, focus on the Premier League, try not to get relegated, and just keep it moving. Wolves is not a big team. They won't break top 10, much less top 6.
And
no, we could be wrong.
And we could be wrong. Marco Arnautovic is gone from West Ham. He's somewhere in China hanging out now. Will West Ham rue the loss of Marco Arnautovic? Junior.
I think West Ham... Manchester United fans, I'm sorry. I think West Ham is going to push Man U for the final Europa spot this year. I really think they're going to fight for top 6 and buckle with Man U. I'm worried. I'll be honest. Trust me.
All right. EPL preview prediction time. EPL games preview prediction time. Quickly, the game of the week. Football lovers, we're going to do this every week. We're going to preview our games. We're going to pick our winners and our losers of the game of the week. Manchester United plays Chelsea on Sunday. It's kind of a glorified preseason, but it counts. Come on. Will Chelsea and Frank Lampard pick up their first victory in this game?
They should. Why wouldn't they? It's a clean slate. Everybody's going to be rusty. So we should get our first 3 points. I'm just laughing because I am nervous for this season, but it's early. So even if we lose, it's still early.
Junior, in this game, football fans, is Sunday at August 11:30 a.m. and that will be on NBC.
And where are they playing?
And they're playing at the Empire's home at Old Trafford. Junior, is this the first win of the season for Oli and his band of men?
Mr. Kurt Zuma, get ready, yeah? Get ready. Man, you're going to beat the brakes off of Chelsea.
So Manchester United is going to beat the brakes off Chelsea.
Pulisic is going to stand up with him eyes. Pulisic is playing on the left wing and Wan-Bissaka is playing on the right wing. Mr. Pulisic, mark my words, 4-1.
4-1 prediction.
Benton, screenshot that. Screenshot that, Benton. Screenshot that, because after Chelsea beat them, we'll come back to this, but beat the brakes off.
Come on.
It's one to you, Jonah.
Jorginho is have to start. Pogba is licking his chops. Worse after what Chelsea did to Man U last year.
Hold on, who have to start? Jorginho? Why? This is not sorry. This is not sorry. This is Frank Lampard. This is not sorry.
So who's your starting midfield?
Who's the
starting midfield?
Not Jorginho.
Kante. He's going to put Kante back in his origin, I suspect.
He's going to his Lampard said it.
Yeah, but Kante is coming back from an injury. I don't know if Frank Lampard go just throw him back out there like that.
So who your midfield?
I don't know yet.
Football fans, I see a tie game. I see a tie game in this one. I'm going to pick a draw. It's going to be a tie draw. I mean, both teams are above side.
4-1. Easily.
Easily.
No, Junior.
Both teams are above teams.
This art.
Another game to predict. We're only going to predict a few games, but I'm excited about the season kicking off. West Ham hosts Manchester City. Of course, we have to predict the champions. The champions, defending champions. 7:30. This game is 7:30 Saturday morning. How many will West Ham get from Manchester City, Junior? All right, come on, Junior is thinking. He's thinking about his Ozil mind from last year. How many will West Ham get from Manchester City?
I am going to go on a limb and say this is going to be a 1-1.
You're going to be a 1-1 draw? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 1-1. I watched Manchester City versus Liverpool, and even though Liverpool, although West Ham is a poor man, Liverpool, but Manchester City looks so easy to pick apart, especially round the back. So I see a team, going hard at Manchester City and having them flustered. And it don't help that the coach is on the sideline cussing everything every player do, wrong or right, or every missed call. I see this as a 1-1.
Junior?
Opening game of the season. West Ham is at home. They have something to prove.
Hopefully we don't see the donkey dance this year from Antonio.
2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham. Okay,
2-1
Junior
West Ham.
say here. I don't know what these people are predicting, but Manchester City will win.
I don't know what Junior drinking.
I don't know what Junior is drinking.
I'm ready for the season.
I'm
that's
ready.
all.
We're ready for football season. One final game. I mean, how many will Norwich get from Liverpool tomorrow? 5, 6, 10, 12? Is this a baptism and this game will be played at Anfield? And this, football fans, this is the kickoff game tomorrow, 3 p.m. This game is on NBCSN, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in our in the continental USA on the East Coast. Junior?
It should be elementary 3.
It's 3 elementary 3.
But it would not surprise me if Norwich will score early lucky goal just after the hype of the first game of the season and push Liverpool back and get 2-1. It wouldn't surprise me, but it depends on the first 5
Come
minutes.
on. I mean, come on. There's going to be baptism for Norwich, clearly, right?
4-0 pool.
Yeah, 4-0 Liverpool. All right, official predictions for the...
What you say? What's your score?
Yeah, 4-0.
Okay.
4 or 5. I'll 10-2. Official predictions. Top 4 for you. Ladies first this year. Who will win the EPL? Come on. Your top 4 finishers.
Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea.
So come on, say it, you heard it first. Man City 1, Liverpool 2, the Maulers are playing number 2, Chelsea 3, and Arsenal 4.
Arsenal third. I see
Arsenal 3rd and Chelsea 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Junior. Go ahead, sir.
So like David Luiz going to get PFA. So, all right. But for me, Man City 1, Liverpool 2, Tottenham 3, Arsenal 4.
Okay. And I mean, you cannot pick against champions. I'm not going to pick against Manchester City until somebody beat them. They went out and reinforced that team, and they're stacked. Man City 1, Liverpool 2. Finishing 3rd, I have Tottenham finishing 3rd, and Everton finishing 4th. I'll go with the Everton in the 4th spot.
But you didn't ask the predictions for Arsenal and Newcastle. Newcastle now have Andy Carroll.
That waste man ball game, that, come on. And in fact, the medical staff at Newcastle is already saying, oh my God, we're going to have a lot of work this year. Big up to Dr. Benson over there. Good luck to you, Bridget. Bottom of the table in the EPL, who will get relegated this year? Ladies first. At the end, come May next year, who will get relegated? Come on.
Sheffield, Bournemouth, and Norwich.
So the great white, no, not the great white hype, but the great Eddie Howe will get relegated to Bournemouth.
She's crazy.
Are you crazy? Come on. Junior.
Okay.
Madness. Sheffield, Leicester.
Leicester City with Brandon Rodgers.
Leicester City.
Leicester City, Liverpool 2.0.
Leicester City.
Are you saying me mad? Are you saying madness me attack? Yeah, mad at
With Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy is 100 years old. And I don't know who's going to finish, who will be third. But I think Leicester getting relegated. Are they going to fight for relegation and get lucky?
And Curtis Hyatt says that Man U will have a new coach by December.
Pick a next one, Tuna. Pick a next one.
No,
pick a next.
I'm picking Leicester.
So
and well, you shot one.
Yeah, you have there are 3 teams that get relegated, Junior. So you got Leicester City and Norwich and who else? Sheffield and who else?
Norwich.
And Curtis, big up to Curtis on YouTube. He says that Manchester United will have a new coach by December.
Yeah.
Football fans, we're excited for the season. My three teams are going to get relegated. Newcastle with Steve Bruce, they will be relegated. Jose Perez is gone. I expect Newcastle to get relegated. Big up Miguel Almiron. Line up yourself. Arsenal is waiting for you. Newcastle will get relegated along with Norwich and Aston Villa. Those are the three teams.
So Arsenal just bought a winger and he's about to send another
yes,
winger.
Yes, they're going to send
Arsenal.
another one. Because Unai Emery is going to be going to be stashing winners at Arsenal. Football fans, this is it.
It's a wing factory.
It's a wing factory. It's a wing factory. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, and we apologize for the technical issues. Brethren, we need an engineer, but
we have it. We know what we're gonna do. It's just Sunday for the kickoff show for the new season. Officially, new season starts Sunday, right?
Yes.
We're going back to the old way. We just come on without a video. Come on.
We need new internet coverage.
Yeah.
You first, talk to us. But Ball Chat followers, you can link us on Ball Chat Podcast on Instagram, Ball Chat 1 on Twitter, Ball Chat Podcast on Facebook, Ball Chat Podcast. Email us ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. Email us and come join the show. Tell your friend, tell your enemy, tell everyone. Ball Chat Podcast on YouTube. What a year for Chelsea. Regin, will Frank Lampard make it to March?
You reach all the way on March?
Will Frank Lampard make it to March? Tomorrow is the first game, football lovers. Liverpool, Mohamed Salah, go hard. Enjoy the game.